Sup everyone, I'm Kel, Red Zone Rogue, and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra deck tech video. Today we are covering one of my current favorite decks. I don't like it as much as my spell decks that I've been playing, but I call it Shunpo Ninjas. Let's go into the collection and take a look at the deck. And you can also see some of the other decks that I'm running recently. I still have that Aristocrats deck. I still have my Ezreal Storm, but I also have an Ezreal all-in Frost deck called Frostburn. This is a pretty standard build, I would say. But then I have I have another deck that I really like that I'll probably do a video on. I call it Easy Heimer. This is an Ezreal Heimerdinger wallet deck. It's really expensive, has lots of epics, lots of champions, but it's a lot of fun. But today we're going over Shunpo Ninjas. I also have a Cat Aggro deck and a Hoodie Ninjas. Hoodie Ninjas is kind of more of a standard ninja deck that has Shen in it because I need other things. So I just threw Shen in it. Anyway, Shunpo Ninjas. Let's go. We're going to edit deck and take a look at it. I guess I could have showed you the curve here. We have a decent curve. Not a lot of ones, but twos and threes pretty heavy, and not a lot past that. This is kind of like a evasion aggro deck. Evasion, you know, because of the ninjas. Shunpo, because this is a Katarina deck. I really like Kat. I think she's a really cool card. I've seen a lot of other evasion decks out there right now. It's a pretty powerful and popular archetype. And I was like, you know, I could play the ones that they're playing with either, you know, Shadow Isles or Demacia, but I wanted to do something all my own. So I decided to go Noxus and try to use Katarina to her full potential because she's a really cool card. I'm also running Zed in here because he's a ninja and he works pretty well in the deck. Pretty decent aggro card, and I just had two. I didn't have to craft him or anything. So yeah, let's go over the deck one card at a time. We're going to start off with Katarina though. So Katarina is a 3-drop champion. She has quick attack, which is actually very important. She says, when I've struck, then recall me, and that's her level up clause. So anytime she strikes an opponent and she has to survive the damage, she levels up. And I say that she has to survive the damage because if you block with her and she doesn't survive, she will die, not level up, and not come back to your hand. So keep that in mind. Anytime you're attacking, though, she will always come back to your hand. So if you're attacking with her, she's a 3-2. They block with a 9-9. She will do 3 damage, immediately level up and come back to your hand. They won't even be able to strike back, which is actually really good. Katarina is an amazing attacker. She's almost unkillable in combat as she's attacking, unless they have like a spell or an effect or something like that. When she levels up, she is a 4-3. She costs 1 more to play, which is actually relevant, but not super relevant. I kind of wish she still costs 3, but you know, I think she's really good as is. Still has quick attack, and when you play Rally. Rally means if you don't have one, gain the attack token, you can attack this round. So you can play this on your opponent's turn to attack on their turn. You can play it on your turn to attack multiple times. This is kind of like the linchpin of the deck. All you need is one Katarina going, and they will either have to use removal on her, and if they don't, you're going to get a lot of extra attacks. And since a lot of our units have Elusive, it's going to be pretty hard for them to defend unless they are also playing Elusive, which they could be. And then her champion spell is Death Lotus. Just deals 1 damage to all battling units, and then you put a Katarina into your deck. It's okay. It's pretty good against like Spiders decks and stuff like that, but we're not really running this main deck anyway. And yeah, that is the big linchpin of the deck. We want to attack with a bunch of Elusive and then play Katarina and get multiple attacks. It's kind of a win more card, but not really, because she attacks so well. So even if you're losing, you can kind of attack with impunity and just keep attacking and get your opponent to a place where they have to play very defensively. So yeah, I like Katarina quite a bit. Let's talk about our other champion real quick. He's not as important as Cat. This is Zed. He also has quick attack, which is really good. We basically want all of our minions to either buff other minions or to attack very well, and Zed attacks very well. When he attacks, he creates an attacking living shadow with his stats. Pretty good. And his level up clause is, my shadows and I have struck the enemy nexus twice. So you just have to hit with Zed or his shadow twice. This is his level up version. He's a 4-3. And when he attacks, you create an attacking living shadow with his stats and keywords. So if you can give him other keywords, he gains the keywords. So if you can give him Elusive, he gains Elusive. We don't have any way to give him Elusive in my version of the deck, but that is okay. This is his champion spell, Zed's Shadow Shift. It is a 3-drop fast spell. Recall an ally to summon a living shadow in its place. Shuffle a Zed into your deck. This is actually pretty good, but we're only running 2 Zeds, so we're not going to get this all that often. And then this is the living shadow. You can kind of ignore the 2-3 here because it will have his stats. So if you buff up Zed before you attack, the living shadow will have those stats, which is Pretty good. All right, let's start talking about the rest of the deck. A lot of these you see pretty common in elusive style decks. First up is Inspiring Mentor. He's just a 1-drop, 1/1, play, grant an ally in your hand +1/+1. Really good. You definitely want to use this on your elusive dudes or Zed. I wouldn't use it on Katarina so much because if she's attacking, then she's going to survive the attack almost no matter what. You can use it if you think your opponent is playing a lot of heavy removal on Kat, but once he comes back to your hand, I'm pretty sure the stats go away, so it's kind of inefficient to use it on Kat because you can only attack successfully once with it. Next up we have Brothers Bond. This is a 2-drop burst spell, which is actually really good. Grant 2 allies +2/+0. Period. Not until end of turn. They just get that permanently. This is a really good buff on, you know, our elusives and Zed. Just really solid. Really aggressive card. I like this one quite a bit. This is one of the better cards that we get from Noxus. Next up is Green Glade Duo. This is a 2/1 elusive for 2. Whenever you summon an ally, give me +1/+0 this round. Just a really solid, efficient elusive. You kind of see this a lot in our deck, though. We're pretty weak on defense. We're all about the attack. We want to attack. All about the attack. Next up is Navori Conspirator, 2-drop 3/2 elusive. To play me, recall an ally. This seems like a downside, but it's actually pretty good. We can return an Inspiring Mentor to our hand, or a Green Glade Elder to our hand. Both of those cards pump dudes in our hand. So, pretty good. Pretty efficient, elusive, but you definitely have to have a dude on the field to recall. So, good, but does have some downsides. Next up is Treferian Glory Seeker. So, this card's actually pretty solid. It is a 2-drop, 5/1, cannot block, but it has Challenger. So I think of this less as a card to hit our opponent for 5, but more as a 2-drop removal to kill any one of our opponent's minions or to force them to block her, and then she'll probably basically kill them because she has 5 attack. As a 2-drop, it's really good. I would say the best time to play this is at the end of your opponent's turn. After they've done everything else, try to drop the Treferian Glory Seeker, and then immediately attack with her on your turn. You don't want them to be able to play something before you can attack with her, because she's pretty weak. She only has 1 defense, but only 2 cost, which is quite good. Kind of a tricky card, but I think it's actually really good. And if they have nothing on the field, 5 damage. Also good. Next we have Culling Strike. Another one of my favorite reasons to actually run Noxus. This is one of my favorite spells in the game. It's a 3-drop with fast, or 3-drop fast speed spell. Kill a unit with 3 or less power. This card is super good. It basically helps clean up early game, gets rid of a lot of pesky champions, can kill a Fiora right off the bat unless they have it pumped up already. Culling Strike is really good. Gets around Barrier because Barrier only cares about damage. Yeah, I like this a lot. I want more spells like this in the game. There's another one. There's like the 7-drop from Shadow Isles that's just like kill a dude. Also pretty good, but I like the efficiency of this. Next up, we have Deny. If you are playing Ionia, you're playing Deny for the most part. 3-drop, fast spell, stop a fast spell, slow spell, or skill. Just it's like a counter spell. If you play Magic the Gathering, this is a counter spell. You just counter whatever they're doing, unless it's a burst spell, of course. But really good. Keeping this in your hand for a really, crucial attack is kind of what you want to do. I kind of only do this. I don't know. I was going to say I only do this reactively, but that's not true. I do it aggressively, too. Like, if I'm attacking and they're like, oh, I'm going to kill your dude, there's a good chance I'm going to deny. Anyway, I like Deny. I think it's a really good card. Next up is Green Glade Elder. This is just a 1/1 for 3. Pretty bad stats, but when he's summoned, grant all allies in your hand +1/+1. And, as you can see, we are running a decent amount of allies here. Not like the most allies, but still a decent amount. And being able to pump up all of your elusives in your hand, including, stuff that aren't elusive, like the Treferian Glory Seeker, and Zed and Cat, all really good. Next we have Shadow Assassin. Very powerful card. 2/2 for 3 with elusive. When summoned, draw a card. Incredibly good. Incredibly efficient. One of the best common cards in the game, in my opinion. Kind of just like a staple for Ionia. Next up is Twin Disciples. I was running only 1 or 2 of these before, and running other stuff like Blade's Edge and some damage dealing things. But I think this card's actually really good. It's a 3-drop, which is kind of high for this deck. It has Burst, which is really good. But it says give an ally +3/+0 or +0/+3 until end of turn. Really good. You can use this to protect your units. You can use this to pump up for the win. Yeah, it's very versatile, and I really, really love the versatility of this. Next up, we have Kinko Lifeblade. This card is a really big pain in the ass if you see it on the other side of the field. It's a 2/3 for 4. It has Elusive and Lifesteal. The Lifesteal part is what makes it quite annoying. This is a really good card to pump up with Twin Disciples or that double pump Brothers Bond. This one. Yeah, because it, you know, stays pumped. Pretty good. It is kind of a 4-drop, so it's high for this deck, but it's still a very sturdy unit. And then finally we have the Empyrean or the Emprian. This is a 6/5 for 7 with Elusive. That's about it. He's a big old scary flying dragon, and he's quite good. This is kind of our finisher for the deck. Everything else is, you know, 4 or less. Mostly everything else is 3 or less. This is a pretty lean deck in terms of like curve, but the Empyrean, he ends games, and having 5 toughness is a big deal. Your opponent's gonna have to do a lot of work to get rid of him, especially if you like pump him with cards like the Inspiring Mentor or the Greenglade Elder. All right, so that was Shunpo Ninjas. Let's just jump into a game and see how we do. So we're gonna versus player, Shunpo Ninjas. We'll just do normal, and yeah, let's give it a shot. I definitely want to get a good, solid game in here for y'all. In the last video, I had 2 matches, but we're gonna only do 1 here if we get a good one. What is our opponent playing? They just throw all of their champions into a deck. All right. We're playing against an actual League of Legends team. So we're going to replace the Emprian. And she's playing Noxus. Replace one of the Greenglades. I do that because if he's playing Noxus, I apologize for my dog barking. She's a feisty little chihuahua. And there must be another dog outside. She does not like it. Anyway, he has a lot of damaging spells, or he could have a lot of damaging spells that deal 1 damage. Oh man, do you want to play the long game or the short game? We're going to play the short game. We're going to pump up this 2/1 in case he has the 1-drop damage spell. I really wanted to play it on this Kinko Lifeblade because it's so powerful, but I think getting early advantage is really good. T for 2. You don't want my tea? Sharing some tea, my dude. Alright, Dante King 000. Ooh, got Zed. Yeah, on his turn, we're definitely going to drop this Greenglade duo. Ooh, nothing. Removal? He got 3 spell mana. Let's see what he does. He's in the tank. He's probably thinking about removing. I wonder if he just has... Alright, okay, so here's the real question. Do we attack? Oh, we attack. We're doing Zed and we're attacking. This is going to be a lot of damage. Because she will get another +1/+0 at when we attack with Zed. Because he'll create a shadow clone. Shadow clone jutsu. Oh, perfect. Yeah.
I'll show you how it's done.
We go as one.
And then he can block, you know, whatever. Probably Zed. Okay, he should definitely block Zed or the Shadow. I don't think it matters all that much. But unless he's got like a pumper. I guess he could pump up his Brawn and then block Zed and kill him. That could work. But I mean, I have another Zed. And that means one of our Shadows get through. Oh, this is a pumper? Pumperooski? Gonna be a thick boy? Maybe not. Okay, I mean, that's acceptable. It's probably what he was debating before. But he's gonna eat 6 here. And we're just gonna play Zed next turn, so... Yeah. And we don't want him to level up, but... At the same time, I'm not really gonna play around that all that much. So depending on what he plays here... Oh yeah. Okay, I'm definitely gonna play Zed, and I think next turn I'm just gonna immediately attack. I don't want him to give. I don't want to give him a chance to mount up too much of a defense here.
Our ranks fill the valley. My shield is my sword.
So
Have you met my shield?
we can block here if we wanted to and kill this. I don't think we want to. I mean, his Braum is gonna level up. That's okay though. Ooh, Green Glade. But I can't combo with another card this turn. I think we're just gonna immediately attack and then drop a Shadow Assassin.
For two.
He can block this dude if he wants to. Getting this off the field is actually pretty good. So we can make room for our elusives.
You are safe with Braum. Who goes there?
Oh, I'm down. Gonna eat 5.
Our lad.
Okay, so Braum is gonna level up this turn. Oh no, he's not. Haha! Yeah, we're gonna play the Shadow Assassin, just so we can maybe draw into some, you know, spell action. Our hand is pretty Kinko Lifeblade heavy.
Came to fight.
Oh, that is a big boy. Whew.
An apt pupil.
My life for the
Ooh. Alright, so I think we can probably win next turn. I mean, he's got this really big dude. Ooh, that's actually really good. Yeah, we can definitely win next turn. So I think what I'm going to do is I will drop both. You know what? I think I'm just going to drop the Kinko Lifeblade. I was going to say we could drop Cat and try to get an attack in, but he's so low that I think we're just going to try to survive this round.
Winter is the Freljord's true ruler.
Frostbite, the strongest enemy. That's kind of annoying, actually. The strongest enemy is probably going to... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can bait it. And maybe the strongest enemy will be Cat.
No going back.
I don't want him to do one of my elusives.
Me go face.
He go face.
Time for talking to.
Okay, so I could
Good luck. Have fun.
kill Braum. Oh, I can't kill Braum. I'm kidding. I cannot kill Braum. Deal 1 damage to all battling units. I don't think... Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything here.
Time to celebrate.
I do like Braum. Okay, we're gonna play him just so we have another unit to attack with.
Seeds for our future.
And I think I just win here.
Send chills up my spine.
Yeah, so okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna attack with everything. I'm gonna attack with Zed as well, because he will... Oh no, he'll have his stats. Bummer. I think I win anyway, unless he has a card in his hand.
full speed ahead.
Quick as the blade.
Play my
Okay, I think we're
part.
gonna do something like this. It doesn't really matter the order. Or does it matter the order? It doesn't. We're gonna attack like this. So we have multiple options here, right? So I can pump my dudes with Twin Disciples. This basically forces him to block, by the way. He can't just be like, oh, I take it. Because if he takes it, he dies. So he has to block, and I can do this. So the idea is I can Twin Disciples, pump up probably this one, because if he has a removal, he could use it on the stronger one. So we're going to do this. And this is a win right here. And so he has a chance to play something. If he does play something, we can get another attack in with Katarina.
No one gets in my way.
Yeah, so even if he played something there, we still would have won. Victory! Yeah, daily PvP win bonus. Getting up there on that my Demacia tree line. Tree line? My Demacia progression. So yeah, that was my Shunpo Ninjas deck tech. I think this deck is a lot of fun. It didn't really show off exactly all that much, but we started off at a pretty commanding lead. His deck seemed maybe a little bit unfocused. It was kind of like a mid-rangey, big dude style deck. Honestly, he did play 8-11 for 5, which is pretty powerful, but even then wasn't enough to withstand the onslaught of the Shunpo Ninjas. And like I said, even if he was able to deal with our attackers or mitigate some of them, I could have played Katarina immediately again, gotten another attack, attacked with the Elusives, and then I could have played a Katarina a second time and attacked with the Elusives because did I have 8? I think I could have attacked at least one more time, maybe 2 more times. Let me know which of these decks you would like to see next. Is it the Easy Heimer Wallet deck? Maybe Cat Aggro? It's very close to the Shunpo Ninjas. This is just kind of like an all-in aggro deck. I like the ninja version a lot more. Maybe Frostburn. Nah, you want to see the Easy Heimer deck next too. Well, just let me know in the comments down below which one you'd like to see next. In any case, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Click the bell or whatever. It all helps, you know. I appreciate it a lot. I'm still a pretty small channel, and it means a lot to me. So, you know, thank you once again. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time for some more card game content. See you later.